It's not going to insulate anything. What we have here is a way to protect our wealth. That's it. We have to dig much deeper than that. This isn't just about wealth. Okay, you can't take it with you when you leave this earth, and we're all gonna stand before our Maker one day. Okay, we got to come together here. We got to realize goes beyond the markets. From a financial standpoint, there's no better place to be. Okay, in Greg Mannarino's view, and I will never change from this. I have never wavered from this. Than in massively suppressed assets that are real things. And I'm talking about gold, especially silver, my favorite asset of all time on this planet Earth here. Okay, we're going to see a currency debt meltdown, and cash just moves through the markets in predictable patterns if we know, okay, that we are going to see an implosion in this debt market. Is being fueled with more debt every single day, despite debt downgrades and everything else. Yeah, this new Iron Dome, Golden Dome, Trump wants to build. Where's the funding come from it? Where is it for the debts and the deficits and everything else comes right out of the Fed. It goes up and up and up and up. It empowers the Fed. It makes them stronger. It's going to implode. So we want to have assets where we know cash is going to move into. It's going to go into commodities, real things, period. Again, this is just from a financial standpoint, but this goes way beyond that. So yeah, that's still my take on it. It hasn't changed. It's just too simple to understand. Just think about it. It's just the most simple thing. You got an implosion in the debt market, which is going to wipe out the stock markets of the world so fast. Again, people's heads are going to spin around like The Exorcist again. Because why? Because everyone runs to the door at the same time. While cash is bleeding out of the debt market, putting pressure on the stock market, it's just going to move from one reality into another. In my opinion, it's going to go massively into commodities on a scale that people aren't going to believe. And I also believe still it's going to go into cryptocurrencies as well too. We just hit nearly 110,000 on Bitcoin, and we haven't even seen the beginning with that. But this is how you protect yourself from a financial standpoint. I hope I covered the question.
Well, yeah, I think you did. From a financial standpoint, rather than letting our savings, earnings, and retirements be just eviscerated, putting them into something that maintains its value. Had a bad dream about that last night, and this was the solution there as well. We have a question here from Phil5405. As you've pointed out, our government is running deficits in the trillions. It seems to be increasing. The number of settlements in other currencies between other nations outside the dollar keeps rising. How long before this causes a dollar currency crisis?
We're in a dollar currency crisis now. The world is in a currency crisis. The central banks are in a race to the bottom. But this is an excellent question, and I'm glad this came up because I was thinking about this. We're going to see the dollar lose its reserve status. There's no doubt about it. Right now, we're about 25 years into the cycle. These cycles of the reserve currency switching hands here, there's a particular pattern that they follow. And the United States right now is following this particular pattern. I would say, if I had to put a number on this, and I hate doing this, but I'll just throw it out here. I think we're right at the end stage of the dollar right now being moved away from. It's again every day that we're seeing this. The world is de-dollarizing. The world doesn't want our debt. No one wants our dollars. We don't even want our dollars here. Instead of acquiring gold, as the BRIC nations are right now, we're adding cryptocurrencies to our strategic reserves. That's not a confidence builder at all. If President Trump were not working for a central bank, which he is, of course, the Federal Reserve, all presidents are puppets of these central banks and the puppeteers that run them. He would be adding massive amounts of gold to our system right now. The world would look upon the United States and the United States dollar as a safe haven. The United States dollar is losing its status as the reserve currency. And indeed, the world is turning its back on the dollar. We're seeing transactions being settled in all different currencies other than the dollar right now. But who's talking about that? Not even President Trump. Nobody. Because he knows what's going on. He realized this is a controlled demolition, that we're being led to the slaughter, and they want people on their knees begging for a new system. That's what this is really all about. That's why we're becoming the crypto capital of the world, the bridge into the new system, full tokenization. Everyone knows it. That's where we're going. But there's no doubt about it. We are in the end stage. I don't think we have much time left. I don't know, 5 years maybe less than that. It's going to take a crisis. And right now, look, man, they're building up to war. We have a crisis economy here in the United States. We can't function without a crisis. And the crisis does one thing. Why is that happening? Why do we have an economy that functions only on crisis to crisis to crisis? It's very simple, because each crisis demands more debt. It's an incredible thing. How people can't see this is beyond me.
For people who want to follow your work, and you do publish very frequently, where should they stay connected?
I'm the easiest guy on this freaking planet to find, man. Just Google me. My website, treasurechurch.net, YouTube. I'm easy guy to find. So I hope people do follow your work. More important than mine, man. Look, I'm just a guy out here talking for quite a long time, just like you. But I want people to make up their own minds, man. Look, take this stuff in. It's important, of course. But I don't want to change anybody's mind, man. I want people to start to wake up a little bit. They've been lulled into some sense of distorted reality, and that's why we live in this dystopian society right now. It's not real, and it's going to get very real for people. So they better start thinking about what it means for them. And they're seeing it now. We got people here again who are scaling back on healthy food, opting for cheaper alternatives. They're poisoning themselves because they can't afford to live. This is exactly what people like you and I have been saying is going to happen, and it's happening.